Hello, it is now August 1st, 2019, and welcome to the weather update. And we're going to go over the weather right now outside. A much more comfortable day today, fortunately. Not necessarily clear all day, but it was definitely a lot more comfortable. So looking at Farmingdale right now, 77 degrees. The dew point is up to 62, but the dew point did drop at Farmingdale into the mid-50s for a little while. But you could see we had some clouds around, and it was kind of warm too. It got up to 86 degrees at Farmingdale. And we'll look at Islip as well and see what it got up to over there. So 75, dew points up to 65 again because the wind came in off the ocean. 88 at Islip, so yeah, kind of warm. Not that cool of a day, and you could see a lot of clouds around. You can see all the reports, mostly cloudy skies. There was some sun in the afternoon, a little more clear skies in the afternoon, but not a really clear day, but better than it's been as far as the humidity has gone. At least for us, we got relief from the humidity on Long Island. However, I don't think Jersey did, so that's what we're going to see right now. 72, and the dew point is not available at Toms River. Okay, it is. It was available earlier, so yeah, they had higher dew points, and they hit 88. Looks like, if you can trust their information there. I don't know. Lately, their instruments have been malfunctioning at this point. As far as the radar goes, nothing going on. There was some severe weather that was over, I think, southeastern Pennsylvania, but that didn't really affect our area too much. So looking at the satellite view, you can see the stall front. You can see those storms popping up right there on the satellite view. This is where the stall front is, right here off to the south. So there's more humidity off to the south and drier air to the north. Basically, is what we have going on right now. If we're going to look at the Ventus sky, you'll also see that as well. Temperatures. If we look at the dew points, you will see that divide there. So you see more humidity to the south. If you go up north, if you go into Albany, nice low humidity up here. Dew points in the 40s and 50s. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that air. If we were to look at Albany, and let's look at the weather right there in Albany right now. And see, Albany, upstate. I know one of my viewers is from Albany, so he's getting to enjoy some nice weather. So 72, dew point 60. I'm surprised the dew point is 62. The dew points were in the 50s. Not that clear of a day. Well, he can tell me how the weather was if he wants up there. Hopefully, maybe there was some more blue sky over there, but you can see the deal here that we're dealing with. So let's look at the models. Let's see what we have going on here. We'll start off first with the CONUS view, and you will see the players here. That stall front, the ridge, that just doesn't want to go anywhere. You could just see it just sitting there. I mean, literally, it just sits there. Next week, it just sits there. There's nothing beating this ridge down at all. There are a few maybe little pieces of dry air that come in, but no real pattern change until finally we get again toward the end of the period in mid-August. Maybe then we can finally have a pattern change and break the back of this ridge. I'm not sure. The good news is I'm not seeing that hurricane that was on the runs earlier, so hopefully we won't have to worry about that. We'll take a look at the GFS as we deal with this weekend. We'll first start off with the precipitation. And you see most of the precipitation stays towards south and west, but some of it could get in here as we get into Saturday, perhaps. Chances of precipitation. Again, you see this front just hanging on here. The high tries to push it down, but it's just stuck in place, unfortunately. So let's see where the temperatures will be going for the weekend and Friday. So temperatures mid-upper 80s, a little bit above normal for this time of the year. More of the heat is in New Jersey. Maybe a little cooler on Saturday just because we're going to have more cloud cover around. And then Sunday, Jersey heats up and maybe Long Island gets a break. And then we go into Monday and it cools off again a little more. But that might just be due to clouds and showers over our area. Let's look at the dew points because I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any really dry air. This was the GFS today. It was fairly accurate. It does have the dew points coming down a little more tomorrow for Long Island, at least. So we'll have to see if the GFS is right on that. You know, the GFS lately has been a little bit off with the dew points. Humidity returns on Saturday. and then tries to get beat back again Sunday with this front, and then this front tries to, it literally tries. Look at how close it is. Long Island could have dew points in the 40s and 50s, and Jersey and Tom's River, they could be dealing with dew points in the 60s, depending on where this front sets up. And then it comes back at us again on Tuesday. Again, we got the stall front syndrome. That's what we're dealing with. Stall front syndrome. Let's look at the sky cover, and you'll see the same thing. Stall front. Here you go. Stall front. Clear to the north, but we're going to be dealing with clouds. Same thing for Saturday, Sunday, and, yep, Monday too. So, yep, stall front syndrome. I hate stall front syndrome. You know how much I detest it. But that's what we're going to be dealing with, unfortunately. We'll look at the NAM. We'll go and look at the NAM model and see how it is doing with the clouds as well. You can see there's that stalled front. Won't be a clear day tomorrow. Partly sunny. A lot more clouds around on Saturday. Probably mostly cloudy. And then Sunday, probably just tons of clouds. It's not going to be clear. If you're looking for clear weather with blue skies, I'm sorry. I don't see it here. I just don't see it. Look at the dew points. Not on Long Island anyway. Maybe upstate. Dew points on the NAM. NAM, of course, is a little more humid tomorrow, so I mean we're literally on the fine line here between with this as far as this humidity goes. But the humidity tomorrow probably won't be that humid, but the humidity comes back and forth on Saturday for sure. Look at the rain chances that we have, because there will be, once the humidity comes back, so will the chance for rain as well. So tomorrow, probably no rain tomorrow, no thunderstorms. Maybe over Jersey, perhaps. More of a chance on Saturday with the humidity coming through. The more just the pop-up type of storms, you know, that we're gonna have going on, pretty much. So yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all. The stall front syndrome. You know, I hate stall front syndrome, and that's what we're gonna be dealing with. Stall front syndrome, unfortunately. So, being that it is the end of the month and we're into August, we are going to look at this July climate recap. I'm glad the Weather Service put this together for us. And if it wasn't your imagination, July sucked. Plain out sucked. Central Park was 3 degrees above normal, 4 degrees above normal at LaGuardia temperatures, 3 degrees above normal at JFK, 3.2 at Newark, 4.2 at Islip, and 4 degrees, so anywhere between 3 and 4 degrees above normal, which is a huge departure, well above normal. It was a hot, brutal month, and it was also a wet month. Central Park saw 5.77 inches of rain. That's 1.17 inches above normal. LaGuardia saw 1.61 inches above normal with the rain. JFK, 1.31 inches above normal. Newark, 2.06 inches above normal, so huge departure there. Islip, however, was near normal, only a fourth, 0.04 inches below normal. And this is just because the trend of most of the thunderstorms was mostly in Nassau, and mostly in Nassau, New York City, and New Jersey, and Connecticut. Look at Connecticut, a departure of 4.11 inches of rain at Bridgeport. I wonder if that is their wettest month ever at Bridgeport. I'm very curious about that. We're going to have to see about that and see if that was their wettest month ever. So I do want to look at the actual climate product on here and see if we can, if that was a record or not. They don't mention that it was, but I want to see if it was. So we're going to see right now if that was a record for Bridgeport, because I'm almost certain that had to be a record. Let's see if that was a record. The rain, or this is just the preliminary. I don't think it's going to list the record here for the rainfall, but I'm almost positive that's a record amount of rainfall for Bridgeport, which is that's a crazy departure. Doesn't really report. It doesn't really say anything about a record. Let's see if this is no, not Central Park or Bridgeport. Let's see if that was a record or not. Let's see any records. I don't see any record reports being listed here. That had to have been a record. Not sure. I don't see any R We'll look at record event report, Bridgeport, and we'll see if anything has been reached at Bridgeport. Yeah, alright, there's a record daily maximum set. Nothing about monthly. So we'll have to see about that and see. But the bottom line is it's been a hot, wet month. If you like dry air, blue skies, and comfortable temperatures, this past July was definitely not was not it. Was not it at all. It's just crappy pattern we're in. A crappy pattern that continues with that damn ridge. That ridge is the reason why we're dealing with the heat, dealing with the humidity, dealing with all these problems. I'm just curious to see what the weather in Flagstaff is like, because I know they have their monsoon season. So let's see. Yeah, they have chances for showers each day too. Uh, so they're not having great weather either because they're in their monsoon season. But I bet you they're still seeing more blue skies than we are probably. But there is that museum fire caused a lot of problems because, again, I talked about it in another video. They have what you call a burn scar, which can cause some issues. I'm wondering if Philadelphia put up a statement either on their Twitter about. All right, so this was a bad storm here. So this they're talking about a very strong downburst here going on in this thunderstorm here over Kent County, Delaware. So they had severe weather today in Delaware because, again, they were closer to the stall front, and that front was a focal point for some of the thunderstorms. So, yeah, let me actually go back to Ventus, so I can show you this. So if we go and we look at the radar and we take this back to this afternoon, let's see. You will see here are the severe thunderstorms that were over southeastern Pennsylvania and Delaware, affecting that area. So, and you can see, look at this one here. This one here looks pretty bad. Actually, is a white spot, which means it could be hail, that one. So, again, stall front syndrome, this is what it brings. Luckily, that was not affecting our area, but this is what happens when you have stall front syndrome, and it sucks when you have stall front syndrome. The bottom line is it sucks. And I'm going to talk a little more about the stall front syndrome. We'll just go look at the MODIS satellite. I'm going to talk about a little more in the climate update, which I'll also be putting together tonight as well. Let's look at this. So I just want to show you what the skies look like across Long Island today, so you can see we got a lot of cirrus around. It's the high resolution satellite, so we got a lot of cirrus around. Wasn't a clear day. It was the best day we were going to get, though, unfortunately. There was some periods of clear sky, but I didn't make it to the Pine Barrens, unfortunately. So it's just too damn hot for me. I can't take this weather. The summer can't end soon enough. Anyway, that does conclude this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.